Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Vikings going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're hitting their... First down, this is Rawls. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second down following the run.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time, and that'll make it third down. Breeze now on third and goal. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On second down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. He's got time. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. They'll come out in the pistol. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Caught left side, Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Screen play, Anderson. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Breeze now to throw. He has Britt over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a third field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They start on the ground with Rawls. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards. Breeze now on first down. Caught the tight end Walford. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's caught at the 1. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the... And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be 1st down Vikings.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Bree's going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. He's back to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Finding time, and this is going to be incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Wilson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now Breeze. Completes it right side to Britt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw Breeze. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
So now one of the biggest kicks. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Vikings, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.